Hey guys, welcome back to Raise Create Cards. I hope you've been having a really good week as I am filming this. It is February the 2nd on Thursday, and it's about 7:30 in the evening. I have still got my card class for tomorrow morning to get packed up. I mean, it's all together. I just have to actually get it packed up and ready to go out the door in the morning. I wanted to update you real quick on some exciting new developments. They've done this before, but now they're really going to start expanding on what they're calling online exclusives. These products will not be in any catalog. They're not going to be a freebie in the celebration. They're not going to be in any of the mini catalogs, and they're not going to be in the annual catalog. Now, this month, up until February the 28th, demonstrators can pre-order some of these items, okay? And then March 1st, it is going to go live to you. So I wanted to kind of give you a little bit of a sneak peek. You see that die cut right there? Isn't that neat? See these flowers and this DSP? Isn't that pretty? Oh, it's so pretty. And then here it looks like we have some what they call gilded DSP. It looks like it has maybe some copper, some gold in there. Okay. Now here's a better up-close look. So the stamp set is called Hello Irresistible. There will be a whole suite of products that coordinate with each other. So you've got your dies. You have got this really pretty DSP. You have these loose frosted dots. Here is some of that naturally gilded. I don't know how well you're going to be able to see anything off of this copy paper, but it looks to me like a coppery look, a golden look, and a silver look. Really pretty. And first time ever that I've known Stampin' Up! To do this, you can buy 3 embossing folders in one bundle, and they are 3D. There's also going to be just a classic letters stamp set. No dies, just the stamp set. And the little sample that I saw, it looked really cute. So, another word about these loose frosted dots. Some retired colors that were really popular are coming back. Now, I'm not real sure, but this looks real close to me like, what is that pink that is setting to retire this year? Polish pink. That's kind of what that looks like to me, but I could be wrong. Don't quote me. This looks like it might be Bumblebee. And this, to me, looks an awful lot like Blueberry Bushel. And that's a color that I have missed. All right, so something to look forward to. It will go live to you on March the 1st. You will be able to go to stampinup.com/online-exclusives. That link is not active yet, and it won't be until March 1st. Oh, and yes, I already have my order put in. Look at the newest kit, and you don't have to wait until March 1st to order it. Wreath of Blooms. Isn't that gorgeous? And there's a free PDF download. I did download it. I don't know how much you could tell. You will be able to, you will need, in addition to the kit, now they're going to give you all the pieces that you need. Everything is pre-stamped, pre-die cut. This is an 8-inch, not a hardwood, more like a, it's the hard, stiff stuff. The words escape me right now. Guys, I've been off my rocker for a couple of days, and I'm feeling better today, a lot better today. I know I still sound really stuffy, and so for that, I apologize. But yes, there'll be a PDF, and as you can see, there's a little tiny icon right there of a hot glue gun. But everything you need to put in this kit together will be there, including all of that beautiful twine. And I thought, oh, that is so too cute. So yes, I did. I ordered it. Now, as always, Stampin' Up! Has had a hard time not running out of some of the celebration items. And remember, we've only got now to the end of this month to get any of them. So what they've done is they have pulled in some products that are in the annual catalog that you can also now earn for free. There's a kindness cards kit. There's a Let's Party treat packaging kit. There is a white frayed ribbon, not just one roll, but 2 rolls you'll get. There is the Essential Tag Punch, the Songbird Builder Punch, Into the Clouds embossing folder. I don't know if you can kind of see that. I have used it in making cards on video before, and you may have seen that in use. The Hive 3D embossing folder, the Loveliest Layers decorative mask. For those of you who've never used them, this would be a wonderful opportunity for you to do some ink blending and just see what you can come up with. Enjoy the Journey 12 by 12 DSP that is in the current mini catalog that coordinates with that stamp set. And the whole Eden's Garden bundle, stamps and dies, and that's free with a $100 order. Everything else is free with a $50 order, and we're talking about before tax and shipping, okay? The retail amount has to be at least $50. Okay. And just one more reminder, you've only got 8 days to make sure you get your February kit, Sunshine and Smiles. And yes, they did, somehow I missed it. I guess I read too fast or didn't read well enough. They did deliberately put this together to coordinate with the Playing in the Rain set and the Playing in the Rain DSP. So I'm excited to get mine. All right, guys, I'm going to start something new tonight. And right now, because of my schedule being the way it is, I'm only going to offer it every 2 weeks, okay? I just can't see my way to doing it every week right now. But I am going to start card class series, okay? And we're going to make 3 cards, and I'm going to make them with you tonight. But we'll have 3 cards, and if you place an order in my online store using this host code, PQT692V9, I will send you the card kits for free. If you place a $50 order, I'll send you the card kits, plus I will send you a whole package of the heart pearls. You get the matte, you get the glossy, and the pearlized. All 3. There's 180 in here. So with a $50 order, I will absolutely, and of course your pack will be brand new. It won't be marked on. It won't be having been opened, and there won't be any missing. Okay, but anyway, let's go ahead and get started with the first card kit. Now, I decided to feature the two-tone floral stamp and die set. Okay, some of you have this. Some of you have definitely seen it. It's been so popular on YouTube. A lot of demonstrators have done some really cute things with it. So, I'm also going to be bringing in, because there are no sentiments with the two-tone Flora, I'm also going to be bringing in the Charming Sentiments bundle along with the dies for these cards, just so I have that. And one of the cards is going to use a Beautiful Shapes dies. Do you have to have this? No, you don't. You probably have dies that will cut out squares, circles, whatever shape. You may even have some circle punches. Those will substitute just fine. All right, and I'm also featuring that DSP that coordinates with the two-tone Flora, and it is called Fancy Flora. It is 6 by 6. Y'all have seen this. You've seen all the beautiful colors and patterns that are in this paper. Okay, so card number 1. we have a Fresh Freesia typical card base, 8.5 by 5.5, and scored at 4 1/4. Got that. And I cut a piece of basic white that is 4 by 5 1/4, and I embossed it with one of those new embossing folders, a Cane Weave 3D, that is, I believe, in the mini catalog. Anyway, I'm loving it. And it's not necessarily feminine looking. You could absolutely use that on a guy card, okay? So that's going to be our first layer. So we're just going to go ahead and lay that down. And I'll be so curious as to what you guys think about these cards. Leave me a comment below if you would. If you really like these cards, please give me a thumbs up. I appreciate that so much. I'm slowly getting there with subscribers, guys. I have over 800 now. It won't be long before we can do the lives and we can interact with each other. You can comment with me, and we can do feedback one-on-one in real time. That would be so awesome. All right, so we've got that layer down. Let me move some of my loose stuff here. Yes, I've still got a ways to go in getting organized and getting things typed up so it looks a little bit more professional. All right, I have a piece of DSP here that is 2 by 5 1/4, and we're just going to go ahead and lay this on here, and I'm going to be leaving about 1/4 of an inch border when I lay this piece down. And even though this is a thinner DSP paper, I'm still wanting to make sure I get plenty of glue, because remember, we're going on top of an embossed layer. And you put that there, put that there. It looks like I'm going to have to take my snips and trim just a little bit off. And I didn't have them out. Let me get out my snips and let's just trim that. That's going to drive me crazy. I kind of have to hold it up here to me to make sure I'm just taking off the barest little sliver of DSP. So there we go. Now I have another piece of DSP. Did it stay in the envelope? Yes. All my little pieces were right in there. All right. And so this piece is going to be 3 5/8 by 2 inches. We'll go ahead and put that on there. And when you get your card kit, feel free to do you. You do not have to lay your pieces exactly the way I am laying mine. That is just fine. You don't have to. So I am going to take, I'm not quite in the middle, not really, just kind of not really centering it, but anyway, you get the idea. You can offset it high, you can offset it low. I'm not just exactly in the middle. I'm down more than I am up. That's okay. All right, now I have got, out of the two-tone Flora, I stamped this in, what did I stamp it in? I stamped this in Orchid Oasis because that's one of the colors in this pattern of DSP. Now I stamped off on the flower part, but I stamped the inside of the flower full strength. So I'm just going to take that, and here's my greenery that I did soft succulent, and I stamped in soft succulent full strength on the little leaves. So before that totally sets up, I'm going to put just a little titch of glue right down here. Oh, my poor little glue bottle. There we go. A little titch of glue. And I'm just going to set that in right there, kind of angle that. And then I'm going to take my flower and just kind of angle that up under there. I've got enough glue that's going to hold that just fine. So we've got that part. Now what I did, How many of you noticed that new vellum that is in the new mini catalog? Let me grab that. A lot of people are afraid of vellum. Now I don't want you to be afraid of vellum. So it's called Vellum Basics. And there are 3 different patterns. This is 12 by 12. So yes, it would last you quite a while. And the pattern that I picked, as you can tell, has got this leaf pattern. Isn't that pretty? It is beautiful. And the heart punch, I took and punched that out. Again, do you have to have that? No, you don't. You can use a circle. You can use any shape die that you have got, and it's still going to look cute. So I've got that, and I told you we were using Charming Sentiments. I picked Faith Over Fear. Sometimes we know people that are just having a really hard time, right? And so I stamped it on Soft Succulent using Soft Succulent ink, and we're just going to glue that directly to the heart and kind of get it straight. It fits perfectly, by the way. If you do have that heart punch, it's awesome. And then, now I know where I can put my glue and it's not going to show through. Well, I'm about ready to get my other glue, guys. I am. That's good enough. And I'm just going to lay this right here. Again, you get ready to do your card. You layer it any way you want to. So there is that. And then we've got to have our bling for sure. And I am going to use the heart pearls. Really hadn't decided just yet which heart pearls I was going to put on here. But you know what? That's not really, I think that's Mossy Meadow. I did those at one point, colored them with the Stamping Blends, knowing that at some point I would be able to go back and revisit those. But tonight is not the night. So I'm just going to put one right there next to the sentiment. And then I think I'm going to put one right up here. I'm going to put a small one up there. Oh, I've got it going sideways. I swear. There we go. Oh, my goodness. And let's take another small one. And we're just going to put it right. Well, it turned on me. Let me turn it before I mash it down. There we go. Good, good, good. So, if I hold that up, you can see those little pearls on there. And then on the inside, when I was cutting my DSP, I had a little strip left. And so I just put that on my inside piece. Now, I'm not stamping a sentiment on it yet. Faith Over Fear, that could be several different circumstances. And so I wanted to leave it open for when the day came that someone needed a card. Okay. And we're just going to lay this in here. And there we go. So now we have that. And there is card number 1. Not hard, not difficult. I will be doing PDFs, and they will be emailed to you when your order hits. I won't make you wait for the PDF to get the kit. Now, this host code is only going to be good for a couple of weeks, okay? And so on the 16th, this host code goes away. This offer goes away. You have to use that host code, guys. We can't call Stampin' Up! Anymore if a customer forgets to put that on there. I don't know if you want the kit if you don't use the host code, okay? So, very, very important that you use that host code. And again, $35 order before taxes and shipping, and that will get you the card kit to make all 3 cards. All right, card number 2, we have a basic white card base. I didn't use the thick basic white. I'm using the regular basic white because of the layering and die cuts that we're going to have on here. I didn't feel like that was necessary to have that. So we're going to get our cane 3D embossed piece put on here. And again, being mindful, I need a little extra glue to make good contact. Well, I can hear it sucking air. I think I may have just finally used the last of it. Oh, man, that's funny. All right, we're going to get this centered. Again, this was cut at 4 by 5 1/4. Okay, put that on there. Kind of give that some good pressure and let that kind of hold down a little bit. Up. Okay. And on the envelope, the flowers we did on the last card, I decided to do on the outside of this envelope. Oh, this is my inside. So where's my envelope? There's my envelope. So I just replicated that on the envelope. I didn't honestly have time to get everything put together the way I wanted with decorating the envelopes. Yours truly is not good about doing that. And that is yet another weak area that I am working on, so I can bring you some cute ideas. Because there's all kinds of things we can do with the envelopes. All kinds of things we can do, right? Sky's the limit in their imagination. So we're just going to go ahead and get that tacked down to the inside. Again, I didn't put a sentiment on the inside of this one because what I did out of that same DSP, I cut two hexagons. So I'm going to put this one somewhere about right there. My glue's not holding it. You kind of hold that down. Should have had my big block out so I could just sit it on there. There we go. I think that's a lot better. Now, hexagons, you can use them with a point facing up. You can use it to where it looks more like a stop sign. I was actually putting mine facing up. All right, I'm done with that. I'm going to get my back up here. Get the glue on it. And because this paper is two-sided, it does a lot of the work for you. It does. Okay. And I'm just sitting it up here somewhere, sort of like so. No hard and fast rules to these cards, guys. You have got flexibility to use these pieces any way you see fit. And now I took another piece on the back side and just stamped, and I used Starry Sky with this because it goes so well with the Orchid Oasis, and I just stamped that sentiment, hey there, again from the Charming Sentiments. So we're going to go ahead and get that one down. And somewhere right down here. All of this stuff is just kind of like offset. I'm missing some leaves. Because I had 3 leaves die cut. Oh, there they are. They're still in the envelope. There we go. Okay, when you get your kit, you can play with this and you can do yours any way you want to. And I think for this one, I'm going to glue my little leaves onto my flower, and I'm going to tilt it just a little bit. Just a little bit. Not anything extreme. I'm just tilting that a little bit. And then we're going to glue the whole thing down. But before we do that, let's go ahead. I want to kind of lay this out, and you may want to do the same thing when you do yours. Now I'm going to tilt this a little bit going this way. And let's see, where do we want our leaves coming up? Let's do that. We're going to come up with our leaves. Like they're coming out right about there. And I'm just going to scooch that ever so gently over. And then this one, if I kind of lay that there, then I can bring this one right there. And I can put the leaves on the other side. But projects like this are so much fun because it's so therapeutic. You just kind of lay your stuff the way it looks pleasing to you. All right, I think we're good there, so let's start gluing them down. Okay, and I'm tilting that just a little bit. And again, you know, no hard and fast, no hard and fast at all. This is just such a cute and simple design. Now, let me tell you one thing about the card kits that I didn't say originally. I don't do the die cutting for you. I'm not going to have the time. It's going to be gardening season here pretty soon, and that's pretty time intensive. What I will do is make sure that you have all the bits, all the cardstock that you need to do your own stamping and die cutting, okay? That is one thing for sure I will do. Now, what I'm not bringing out and what I've not been using is dimensionals. You absolutely can use dimensionals if you want to pop up your flowers or maybe just pop up the sentiment, then you would have to kind of rearrange your flowers. On this one, let's do the matte or the frosted. I'm not sure what you would call this. And I think I want 3 of these. Put one up there. Then I'm going to get another big one. And we're going to lay it right there. Press that, make sure that is adhering really well. And let's get one more big one. Well, I had it. And we're going to put him right, let's put him right there. Right there on the sentiment. All right, guys, there is card number 2. There we go, and that's sweet. So pretty. Aren't we all starving for those spring colors? All right, now let's get ready for card number 3. And this is one of the pieces of DSP that I had not used yet, but it was one of my favorites as soon as I saw the pack. All right, I've got something still in my, my sentiment, one of my sentiments. There we go. And so this one is going to just be a thank you card straight up, but it's going to be a fun fold card, okay? So let me get all my little pieces organized here. Okay, and let me explain to you what I did and how I cut these pieces. Oh, I'm so sorry, guys. I know it's no fun to listen to someone. This right here was a change of mind, okay? It's going to get covered up. And that pretend you don't even see that part. All right, you have got a white card base that is 4 1/4 by 8 1/2. And on the left-hand side, we scored it at 2 3/4, okay? Now, this piece of DSP is 4 by 5 1/4, and we're just going to lay this here on the inside, and I suggest that be your first piece that you lay down so that you don't forget. If you don't forget and don't get it down at the right time, you've messed up the whole design for the card. So, we are simply going to get this glued down. I won't have to use a ton of glue on this because nothing has been embossed on this card. There we go. I'm just going to center that on there. If you decide to do this card, you absolutely can use any DSP you have. If you have a demonstrator already, do be loyal to them. I don't want to take customers or business away from anyone else ever, 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 okay? I don't. But if you don't have a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, if you've never used Stampin' Up! Products, I would love to be your demonstrator. All right, now, there are 2 pieces It's the back side of that pattern, as you just saw. And these two pieces are 2.5 by 4, okay? So we're going to go ahead and get these down. And I'm trying really hard not to have that scraping across the paper. It's kind of hard when you have a metal tip on your bottle not to hear that some. All right, there we go. Got this piece down. And we're going to open it up. And on this side, we're going to lay this piece. But I'm loving, you know, if our DSP wasn't two-sided, our card making wouldn't go near as easy. I so appreciate Stampin' Up! For doing the two-sided DSP. They really, I mean, Stampin' Up! Knocks the DSP out of the park. Absolutely. Every time. All right, now, on the inside here, you are going to need a piece of basic white that is 5 1/4 by 4 inches, okay? And, wait a minute, nope, I'm telling you wrong. It says 8 inches by 3 inches. You're going to score it in the middle at 4, okay? And this is just going to lay, so let's go ahead and fold it up. And you're just going to center that there inside, okay? And I didn't measure this to see how much of a border that is, but looks to be about 1 inch. So we're just going to go ahead and put glue on this side. Get that tacked down. And again, trying to look to make sure my borders are even all the way around. Just kind of give that a good little press. Okay. Now, on the inside, you're going to have a mat of soft suede, because that's one of the major colors that is in this DSP. The mat is cut 3 3/4 by 2 3/4, and you need 2 of them, okay? So we're just going to go ahead and get our mat and the white layer for your sentiment or decoration. I mean, when you do your card, you don't have to put sentiments on both layers. I did, again, from the Charming Sentiments. And so your white layer is 3 1/2 by 2 1/2. Oops, wrong glue. That's not going to get me anywhere. So we're just going to go ahead and attach these two pieces together. Right here. You can do stamping, you can do ribbon. There's a myriad of things you can do, because all of these designs are open and flexible for you to do you. That's what I'm loving about these card designs. It's not a rigid have to this, have to that, okay? We all think in a different way. We're creative in different ways, and I so enjoy that. And that's something that I will see tomorrow as I go to my card class, because I am giving everyone the opportunity to pick whatever colors of cardstock they want to use, whatever color scheme of DSP they want to use. So, yes, I am really looking forward to that. That is going to be so much fun. Okay, and so, once again, your mat, 3 3/4 by 2 3/4. I'm just going to go ahead and pop it down. We're going to center that. I hope you can see how this is coming together. It's really cute. Okay, and now on my white layer that's 3 1/2 by 2 1/2, I didn't go ahead and pre-stamp anything, and I didn't because, as you can see, I stamped and die cut out of Evening Evergreen the thank you, and I am simply going to take my thank you and lay it right on here, and I am going to take my soft succulent cardstock that I stamped the greenery in Evening Evergreen like we did for the first card, and I'm going to lay it there about like so. Obviously, you know, if you wanted to, you could emboss this cardstock layers. You could give it a little bit more something. And I'm going to lay that there. And then I think I probably need a little bit more glue here to make sure that holds together. We're going to take and slide him under. There we go. I want the end of that foliage covered up with my sentiment. That I do want. So there we go. Kind of press that down really well. And then this is going to go right on the front. I honestly did try stamping some flowers, you know, like I did on the first card, and I stamped it off with the soft suede, and then I did the detail with the first generation soft suede, and it was just like, you know, guys, flowers are just not supposed to be brown. Well, there may be flower heads out there in your flower garden that are brown right now, but for the most part, no. All right, guys, look here. Now, you have got plenty of room to write a sentiment. You can write more here, or you can write even more on the back. And so this is how this card folds, just like that. Isn't that cute? So when they open it up, it's like the card just keeps coming and giving to them, right? All right, guys, that was card number 3. Let's bring back in card number 2. There's card number 2. And here is card number 1. What do you think? So, yes, guys, if you want these kits... Oh, and I totally forgot to tell you, when I send you these card kits, I will send you enough to where you can do 2 cards of each one. So, you actually are going to get 6 card kits. And if your order is 50 or more, you will get those heart pearls that we have been... Oh, we didn't even put the heart pearls on here, did we? Oh, my goodness. Let's see. What's going to look good on this one? I think I want to put the little shiny ones on there. They just have a real soft sheen to them. We're going to put one there. And going to put one... Let's put one in just a little bit closer. Like so. And... let's take a little one. We'll take a little one. And let's just lay him right about there. All right, now we've got our bling on there. Now it's done. Okay, but yes, 6 card kits. And I will put them in the mail on that Friday, the 16th. 16th? Let me look. Should have wrote that down, and I didn't. No, they'll go in the mail that Saturday on the 18th, okay? But again, if you don't use this host code, I won't know that you want the kits. Even if you have a large order, I won't send the kits. You have to use the host code. I don't want to get in trouble with Stampin' Up! By trying to make phone calls, because they honestly have had to take a hard line against all those phone calls. They were getting so very many that they couldn't actually focus on legit customer service. Our demonstrator support is bar none the best I have ever seen with any company out there. Absolutely. They respond very quickly. They are so professional. They go above and beyond to always make everything right. And don't forget, guys, if you decide, or if you've been on the fence about joining, just remember you've got 3 options while celebration is current till the 28th. For $129, you can get the boho blue mini machine or the original white mini machine, plus $175 worth of products, plus free shipping, okay? If you don't want either machine, if you don't want to have anything to do with the little mini machine, and some of us already have maybe 2 or 3 different machines in our craft room, then for $99, you would still get $175 worth of product. How amazing. But the best part, I think, of the whole thing is your 20% discount on every order once you join. So if you would love to be on my team, I would love to have you on my team, and I would always be here to help you, support you, mentor you in any way I can. All right, guys, y'all have a super, super blessed weekend, and I will see you later. Bye.